my jam. That's my jam. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, I am Gie Brown, the lifestyle changer. I am a certified nutritionist. I am a lifestyle changer, and I am a truth seeker about our health. All right. Tonight is part 2. We got out of here last week pretty fast because I was on the ship. Y'all, look, I'm on land. I'm in the studio. So there was still some things that need to be talked about, and there was still some things that we needed to share. All right. First, what were we talking about? We're talking about healthcare. We're talking about the food industry. Y'all know them big three. It's going to be the pharmacy, at the doctor's office, and then the hospital. It's like bam, bam, bam. And then, of course, you even have a little insurance hanging over there. Don't worry if they're cutting out Medicaid. Don't worry if they are raising the rates. I'm trying to share. We come to you every week to share with you what you can do without their assistance. You can do this on your own. You can change your life on your own. They feed you the poison and sell you the cure. Y'all remember I said that last week? That thing stuck with me. It should have stuck with you. They're feeding you the poison and they selling it to you, and they selling you the cure. And it's not even a cure, it's a symptom reliever. That's what it is. So tonight, we're learning how to save ourselves through what we eat, how we think, and the choices we make. We're going straight into our hearts. Hold on. Let me get my stuff right. We're going straight into the heart of two issues. One, the rules around the GLP-1. Ooh, I know a lot of folks are doing that now. And kudos to you if you feel that's the route you needed to take because you are thinking about your health. Okay? Kudos to you. But the drug access in a state, I won't even talk about the state. We have not done all 50, but we're going to give you one of them tonight. How to fuel your body on a budget with zero sugar in the Carnivore plan. And let's get to moving. Go ahead, girlfriend.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Robyn Herron, and I am your carnivorous grandma, Coach Robyn to everybody. That is because I am a nutrition certified health coach. Yay. And also, we are out here talking every week to ladies and gentlemen who have been told that surviving is enough, right? And we are looking for thriving. We really want to be thriving in our lives, and that is what we're aiming for. So tonight, we are definitely doing a policy alert. I heard on the radio this week about this policy change, and I was like, we need to talk about this. Typically, we don't really talk about policy very much, but this one it's impactful. So I wanted us to talk about it. It's Michigan. That's the state that I'm talking about because that's where I'm from. And so they're making some changes to the Medicaid access to GLP-1 drugs specifically. And they're going to be tightening that up. So not everybody is on GLP-1s, not everybody's on Medicaid, but you probably know somebody who is. And so go ahead and like and subscribe and share this video with them so that they can know too. Mm-hmm. So that door is closing for a lot of people. And then, what about our plates? We got this issue with the SNAP. I know everybody has heard about it, and so how are we going to eat meat on a budget? There's this open question. People talk about it all the time. Isn't it more expensive to just eat meat? So we're going to talk about that tonight. So we're not waiting for them to come and save us. We're going to save ourselves by changing what's on our plate. All right. So tonight, I want to touch on this policy alert that the GLP-1 access in Michigan is going to be limited for those that are on Medicaid. So if you are overweight and you're on Medicaid, they're tightening the criteria around access to GLP-1 medications. And a lot of people see this as a silver bullet. They see this as the answer, is to take and I have to say, you can do this yourself. You don't need an injection or a shot or a pill to heal your body, right? But a lot of people are on GLP-1s and for weight, for metabolic issues, even things like, heart issues and things like that. So a lot of people are on it. A lot of people have been trying it. But this Bridge, Michigan had put out it was on NPR that I was listening to it, commercial, not a commercial. It was a, what do they call it? Like a documentary type of thing, a story that they were doing about what Michigan is doing with Medicaid. It's a cost-saving effort, which means that they're going to cut a lot of people off who would have previously qualified for the GLP-1 because of their weight, because they were, obese. But as a cost-saving measure, they're tightening the restrictions around that. So what that means is that for a lot of women, unless you meet specific BMI or comorbidity thresholds, so you have, a lot of people have diabetes and they're taking these GLP-1s, but a lot of people are taking it for weight loss also. That drug may no longer be covered, which can feel like your health is waiting on a system to change. You do not have to wait for a system to change your health. So what I want us to know is that our body actually produces a version of GLP-1 naturally. So, it helps regulate your appetite, digestion. It slows down the digestion. It helps you feel fuller. And what the medication is doing is it mimicking something that your body can do naturally, right? If you feed your body properly, it will produce this same type of a product, a GLP-1. So your body doesn't have to wait for the Medicaid people to decide that you can lose weight on a GLP-1 because your body will make it itself. So if you're relying on a prescription as the only way, you're going to find yourself stuck when they change the policy on you and now you can no longer get what it is that you wanted to get or you thought you could get. So that coverage is going away. And a lot of people who are overweight are going to have trouble getting the GLP-1s. So fuel your body with the right food, and you're going to activate those same pathways without the drug. So hopefully you are not waiting on a prescription to heal your body. And I know that many people are on GLP-1s, and I'm certainly not bashing anybody that's on one. What I'm saying is there is an alternative to having a drug to do this. Your body, eat carnivore. You're gonna lose the weight. You're gonna heal your body naturally, and not need to take a drug that has been manufactured, right? So are you waiting on a prescription for your healing? Because the prescriptions are generally not meant to heal you. That's not what they do. They maintain, they mask symptoms and maintain you where you are, but generally you're going to have to keep having more and more of a drug in order to actually continue to see the benefits, right? So you can feed your body what it needs to heal now, actually. And so that's why we come here every week and we talk about carnivore. We talk about a sugar-free lifestyle because we know we have an overconsumption problem and we're suffering with all of this weight because of the fact that we are overconsuming on sugar. So Gie, you said before that the food system and big pharma often work together to keep us dependent. So can you help us unpack that?
I sure will. Let me just show you my qualifications. This is y'all feel, look, I'm coming in. My husband, this was him. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd it go? Let me just show you.
A man barely alive.
I know that's the
love
only
that
one.
so
That's the only version that I found.
I
But guys,
love
that was my husband. That was before Carnivore. Okay, and so when I'm speaking to you, this is me right here on the left. That was me. These in the middle, that was me as a vegan. So did it help a little? Yeah, but that's me as a carnivore on the right. So I say to you, those are my qualifications of having this conversation. I started it off in the introduction explaining that I was a certified nutritionist. And one thing that I know is that they are selling us the poison and then charging us for the cure. It's like, I know more now. Do y'all remember as kids, you really didn't watch the news? The news was like what the old people watched, but then now you got older and then you found yourself watching the news to see what was going on and kind of keep up with the weather, so on and so forth. Now things have changed with social media and things that are out here. You are finding news that you would normally know about off of legacy media. Now, with that being said, there are people who, I mean, they have a camera and they're telling their story. I put up a video on the channel where the gentleman was talking about, I was in the meetings. I'm telling you that the food industry, the chemists, put additives in something and it's an acceptable amount, and that they know that 6-7 years from now, an illness is going to come because of these compounds that are mixing together. They know this is happening. So that's the reason why no matter what illness you have, Crohn's disease, lupus, psoriasis, eczema, they already had a medication because they produced the problem and the cure, the symptom reliever together. But how about you put that eczema cream on and it doesn't work? Or it gave you a little relief and then it came back. That's because it was always the food. And one of the things that I shared in a previous video, Frederick and I, this is about the time that we have to redo the insurance. And I'm gravitating towards the FSA, and is it the FHA or something? Y'all know the alphabet.
HSA and FSA, yeah.
Yes. And those are what I want to lean towards, because the only time I really go to the doctor is to get blood work to show to you. Everything that was wrong with us is gone. To the point we started a YouTube channel. I wasn't on here asking you to be vegan. I wasn't on here saying, hey, I want somebody to work with me in the 10-day cleanse. Hey, I want somebody to come on board while I do the egg diet. Hey, I want somebody to do the cabbage soup diet. Hey, somebody want to join Jenny Craig with me. Let's try this. I did none of that. None. Yeah. But I tried all of those things. So if you're trying that GLP-1, kudos to you. It is as something where you're trying to do something, but if you're doing it so you can continue to eat the way that you are, that's like adding that topical cream and then mad that it didn't go away. You know what they used to tell us? Your face and stuff break out. You drinking too many sodas. We get all of this wrong information. Can't eat watermelon and get in the pool. It's like, it's so many things that we have just come up with that we live by. And you're eating what you were never designed to eat. Okay? Let me say that. It is an addiction. Sugar is, if not more, I don't know. I haven't had Coke or crack, But I'm told sugar is right up there with it, because I'm gonna tell you, I felt like a crackhead for some sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Things that I can remember, knowing it's a whole pack of cookies in there, and I can go and get the Oreos. Especially when I went vegan, I found out Oreos didn't have any animal product in it. Well, how they make the cream in it? How you make a cookie and you just have like no egg, no butter, just none of that. And somewhere, Robyn, somewhere, watch this here. I was so thankful for the Impossible Burger. I wasn't crazy about Beyond. They had some chemical over in it that I wasn't real crazy about. But Impossible, I can season that joker how it is that I want it.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really look like a burger. So listen to what they convinced me. They convinced me to eat a product that had 22 ingredients and chemicals in it versus beef. One item, one ingredient. Beef.
Yeah.
That was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where does that make sense? Please tell me, where does that make sense to do that? They convinced me, and I was repeating this stuff to people. I'm repeating, saying, do plants. So you can just put like 20 plants together. I'm telling you, I used to do that stuff, trying to make. Someone said, how come vegans are always trying to mimic meat? That was a really good question. So for me, I said, well, because doggone, I used to like meat. So I want to kind of have that remembrance, because honestly, being a vegan was a prison sentence. Because here, bam, no more ribs, no more neck bones, no more ham hocks, no more oxtails, no more shrimp, no more clam chowder, if that's what it is that I wanted. No more ribs, no more baby back ribs, no more beef ribs, no more steak, no smash burger, no good old hot dog. Listen to all the stuff. No fried chicken, no flats, no drumettes. Don't worry. No, you take the tofu and you squeeze all the water out of it. And I'm going to tell y'all something that really made it taste better. You squeeze all the water out of it, smash it, put it in the freezer, let it freeze, bring it out, thaw it out, squeeze more water out of it, put it back in the freezer. And now when you go to take it out and it thaws out, it tastes like McDonald's chicken nuggets that, I don't know what that was. They've convinced us Pringles has no potato in it. Go read the thing. So instead of just eating chicken, instead of just eating hamburger, instead of just eating steak, instead of just eating ham hock, they've convinced us to go get a box with some powder in it, strip it, open it, add all these seeds, herbs, and spices. I still know 2 all beef patty, special sauce, cheese, pickles, onions on the sesame bun. I still know that. I'm turning 62, and I still know that from back then. That we would put all of that, and the only thing we needed was the patty. That was it. That somewhere we've been convinced to take all of this costume food and put it inside of us. We're the smartest, stupidest people I know. That's not how it's supposed to be.
I want to just share something really quick.
Right ahead.
Because you mentioned about these ointments and creams and all of that stuff. And you guys, I did all of that stuff. I mean, I would go on a course of steroids, it would clear up, and then as soon as I got off the steroids, it would come right back.
Leave that picture, Robyn, because wait, you know what? Go back to the other picture. I've always paid attention to your eyes, because you talk about those dark circles. I didn't pay attention to the corners of your mouth.
Yes, I had a dark circle around, and it was always there, like. And they said that this is unrelated to nutrition and food. What? I knew it was. I knew it had to do with what I was eating. I just couldn't figure out what the problem was, which things it was. Those ointments and creams and stuff, they do not work. And as she said, they're, selling you the quote unquote cure, but
But Robyn, if I convince you to stop eating those things, then you will no longer need my product.
Right. Exactly.
So I'll never tell you it's a connection to the food. I'm shooting myself in the foot if I let them know. No, here, try this cream and see if it works. Let me know in 30 days. If not, we can try something else. Right now, we're testing to see what will help you.
And it doesn't work. It does not work. Those creams, in general, they do not work. They may work a little bit, but you eat some macaroni and cheese, and the next thing you know, your stuff is all jacked up again. So, yeah, it's just really, really terrible. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Listen, everybody's in on it, because you're going to eat the food, you're going to gain weight. With gaining weight comes buying bigger clothes. Okay, you see this whole cycle, everybody, and then you get to the point that your feet are swollen. So now you need a larger, more comfortable shoe. So they are actually making shoes to where you can, your feet can kind of spread. Most people, and I'm gonna tell you something right now, them little flip-flops and stuff that you wear, that the bottom of it, you might as well be walking on the concrete. That I know that your feet hurt, but you can't even put your feet in a shoe. I see women outside in flip-flops in the wintertime. You're not that hot. You just can't put all of that in a shoe. And we think that is okay. That is not okay. And it goes on and on. I say this all the time. If you went to the zoo and these were the animals that you saw, you would call animal control. Peter will be out there. Look at all the moles and stuff on the baby face, the tumors and all this other stuff. You would call. But hold up. This is the exact same thing. Exact same thing. But somewhere we have said that that's acceptable. Just buy a bigger shirt and cover it. We have convinced ourselves that that's what we were never meant to be. That the food that you're eating is doing that to you. Plain and simple. But it has chemicals in it to make you addictive. This is the legal side of the drugs.
Yes.
It's the legal side of the drug. So with that, okay. When you understand this, sugar isn't harmless. Processed foods aren't just convenient. The system's not broken. It was built this way. Recognizing it gives you now power. But most of you watching are saying to yourselves, I love me some bread and butter. I'm Italian, one woman told me. I'm going to eat pasta. As she said that her knees were hurting, and I say, why? She said, I just stood up. I'm big. This is what's going on. And I looked at her, and it's the pasta. But I'm Italian. But what that mean? Eat what you were designed to eat. So she preferred to be in agony. That's not the life that I want. So
right.
Choices. I know you mentioned earlier about budget. So let's talk a little bit about a budget, because people think that eating this way is very expensive. But I will say all the time, I prefer to eat a hot dog than a kiwi.
I know that's right. 100%. So from a practical perspective, I just want to ask you this question, Gie. Are you spending more money? Well, you don't really be at home, but are you spending more money eating meat, shopping around the outside of the store, the perimeter of the store, than you were when you was going down every single aisle?
Let's just do this with a hamburger. Let's just talk about a hamburger. I told you, a smash burger. Oh my God. You get that cast iron skillet, you smash it, you get them crispy parts on it. I don't need lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, mustard, ketchup, relish, the bread, or I don't even need to, well, I'm not doing bread. I'm going to wrap it in lettuce and all, to kind of hold. I need none of that. You hear how much money I just spent? I don't need a jar of pickles. I don't need a whole thing of ketchup, mustard, and relish, mayo. I don't need any of those things. And then what you going to eat with the burger? Is it going to be fries? Is it going to be, are you going to buy the crinkle cut, or you going to get the potatoes and cut them yourself? Or what about, or just do chips? Or what else you do with hamburgers? What else people would
Macaroni and cheese, of course.
Yeah. But for me, I could just eat 2 hamburger patties and I'm done. I'm literally done. It's like you have no idea how fulfilling this food is. I am not kidding. So you go.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
We're not spending more money than we would be spending. How much food waste did you have when you were buying all those doggone vegetables? I threw away vegetables every single week. Even now, if my daughter brings home like those bags of lettuce to put on tacos, we throw half of that stuff in the trash. So, we have a lot of food waste when it comes to vegetables and stuff like that. So
wait, on the vegetable part. I remember buying, what was it? I can't even remember now. And I went in the refrigerator because I knew I hadn't used it yet, and it was still intact.
Oh.
And I said, what's going on with this? Do you guys notice that sometimes your vegetables and stuff are lasting a little longer? I wonder what they're doing to it.
Right.
To convince you.
I went to Walmart and bought green beans one day and put them in the refrigerator for 3 days. And by the time I was ready to use them in 3 days, they were completely molded. So what does that tell me about how long that stuff was sitting around before I picked it up and put it in my refrigerator for 3 days? So from a practical perspective, there are options, there are ways to keep this affordable, right? So I want to talk about this Flip app. And actually, Rhonda was the one who actually brought this to us originally. And the Flip app is really cool. I'm going to share my screen because it's a way for you to, let's see, where is it at? This window. Okay. It's a way for you to, all in one place, you can search and see what you're looking for. So this is really cool. So you got all the circulars from everywhere in your local area. And then you can narrow that down by just grocery sales, right? So you can look this way. But there's another thing in here. It's called the shopping list. And you click on this and select the things that you're interested in. So, if I'm looking for, I ain't looking for none of this stuff. I'm looking for some steak. Okay. Down here, here's my steak. And I'm going to click on that. It shows me all the deals that we have on steak in my area at this time. So the nice thing about this is that you can choose where you're going to go. What store am I going to go to? If I need steak, because sometimes I just got to have a steak, right? And, which store am I going to go to? So I have flank steak. I got New York strips for $13.99. Steak is high right now, y'all. It just is. Steak is high. And hopefully they'll come down a little bit for the holiday. But $11.99 right here for the T-bone. So that's cool. Then, I chose bacon. We got 11 deals on bacon. So this is really, really nice. Another thing that I want to mention, though, is what about those chicken leg quarters? So I know chicken leg quarters are generally a little bit less expensive. And they used to be like, you would buy that bag for like $5 or something. Right now it's probably about close to $10 for that 10-pound bag. But it definitely is worth getting those and cleaning them yourselves and cut that up and cook you some chicken that way. What about getting a primal cut? So when I talk about primal cuts, you got the chuck roll, you got like a ribeye primal, you got New York strip primal. It's a whole big thing of it, right? Probably costs, a little bit more if you think about it buying it whole, but you cut that thing up yourself and now you got 20 steaks or something like that you can have over the course of time. So there's a YouTube channel guy that I like to watch. His channel is called Butcher Wizard, and he talks about how to cut this meat up and save a lot of money. You're going to save a lot of money if you buy a whole ribeye as opposed to buying an individual ribeye steak. And so my advice is to follow the sales. Get the Flip app. You can put it on your phone. You can see that I put it on my computer, and find out where those sales are located and go and get yourself some. My sister was just telling me the bacon is on sale. Did you know that the bacon is on sale? I'm like, I didn't know, so right around the corner from me now, they got bacon on sale. So I'm going to go and get the stuff at the place where the cost is the lowest. And then I'm avoiding all that other stuff in the middle of the store. And for me, I don't even have to buy cheese. I'm no longer buying sour cream, heavy cream, none of that stuff. I'm just eating the meat and potentially some eggs. So definitely do that. If you can get some coupons, if you are able to buy from your local rancher, where you're going to be paying, $20 a pound, or you're going to be paying, over $20 a pound for beef. Now everything levels out at, $5 a pound, $6 a pound, and you get everything for the same price for the low price of $6 a pound, but it's a lot of meat. So that's something that we do as a family. So we will get like 5 or 6 of us together and then buy a quarter of a cow or a half a cow and bring that cost down. And then you have a stock of food that you can have for a long period of time. So there are cost-effective ways to eat meat. And if you're not buying all of those chips and Doritos and,
sodas, the bread, the sides, because you need 2 sides. You got to have a starch and a vegetable.
Exactly.
Okay. And then after that, don't worry, y'all. We have some dessert in there. Exactly. When I sit and think of how we did that, I'm thankful that I'm still moving around. You guys, it was food that had my husband on his way to a wheelchair. Yes. It was food, because that's the only thing that we changed. The medication did not work. Mm-hmm. The only thing we changed was the food. And I want you to know that healing, you don't need someone's permission. Ooh, let me see what my doctor gonna say. Your doctor's going to give you another prescription. How has that been working for you? I had a conversation with a young lady. She said, listen, my doctor been working with me for the last 20 years. They know my symptoms. In 20 years, that has not changed. So what is that saying to you? Mm-hmm. In 20 years, it has not gotten better or went away. And I'm saying, if you just change what you eat for 30 days, most of those symptoms will be gone within the first 30 days, and most definitely 90% of them within your first year.
Absolutely. So what do we want to stop? Yeah. What do we want to stop? Okay. These are the things that we're asking you to consider cutting out. Mm-hmm. All right. Sodas and sweet drinks. If you're drinking Pepsi, Coke, Sprite, Mountain Dew, all of that, you need to cut that out. Bread, pasta, and quote unquote healthy grains. It's sugar. That's what it is. Cakes and pastries, candy and processed snacks. Low fat. Cut it out. What are they adding to that to make it taste like something? Sugar. They're adding sugar to it. And sugar-free junk. So you don't need that stuff. Plant-based milks with hidden sugar. And coffee creamer. You talked about this last week. Those coffee creamers, you're drinking a bunch of sugar in your coffee.
Let me add this one. Gluten-free. Okay, listen, guys. Flour and water makes glue. We did that with paper mache growing up, and we made little animals. And some people, your animal probably still survive off of the flour and water. If flour and water makes glue on the outside, it makes glue on the inside. So they've told you gluten-free. I have gluten-free bread. And I'm thinking to myself, but it's still stuck together. So what they did, they removed one chemical and replace it. Still has to bind together. So that means now they've given you 2 or 3 more extra chemicals for that bread to still do what it needs to do. And so one girl, because I've had this conversation with people all the time, she said, no, I really think that it was doing better. I say, this is what I want you to think about. How many places you went to and they didn't have gluten-free and you opted not to have? And she kind of looked, I said, whether you realize it or not, you had actually cut back. And that's why you feel better. It is not the gluten-free bread. It's the times that you couldn't get to a so-called gluten-free bread that they ended up, you reverted and didn't have it. Right. So just try not having it. Have your health instead. Right. Detach yourself from Medicaid. Detach yourself from insurance. It is possible. We're doing it. We're actively doing it. It's going into 3 years now. I have yet to look back. I'm looking back because you know how many times you started that diet, and then by the time you start slipping back in how you were, that not only did you gain the weight back, but you gained it a little more, or you did something really well. Maybe you knocked 100 pounds off, and now you're sitting up saying, okay, I done gained 60 back, but at least I ain't gained a whole 100 back. And that's been yo. And I'm on here telling you, know what I just ate right before I came on the show? 6 sausages and 9 pieces of bacon. No, 7, 9.
You said 9 earlier.
Okay, so it was 9. 9 pieces of bacon. And if I want to have it again, I will. I eat guilt-free. Look at my face. Look at my hands. I'm not doing that. Wait a minute. Come on, for those that just joined us. Huh? Look at my face. Look at that before. All I did was change what I eat.
Yep.
Now I've incorporated movement with it. So it's getting better. And baby, I'm aging backwards. You can't tell me nothing at all about this. Nada. You couldn't turn around and tell me, well, what about it? I just said to you, I am off all medication.
Me too.
You still going to the doctor and they still writing your prescription, and they'll give you a 3-month supply. And then if you turn around and call for one, oh, we haven't seen you. Baby, they got to keep you coming in. Every time you go to the eye doctor, they're going to change their prescription just a little bit, whether they make
wait, though. But wait.
I know. Go ahead. I knew that was going to do it.
My eyes just got better. Like,
yes.
I've been carnivore almost 3 years, and guess what? My eyes got better so much that I need a new prescription to reduce my distance, whatever the prescription was. It went down. I'm like, what? Yeah. The lady was acting like that wasn't a big deal. That's a big deal.
I know.
And
listen, when I first started YouTube and stuff, you go and look at a lot of my pictures, you're going to see glasses on my face. I got about 50 prescribed glasses because I wanted my glasses to match my clothes. I don't wear any of them. I can't see out of them. To the point where I'm seeing with my own eyes, literally. No. Listen.
What do you have to lose but your inflammation, your diagnosis, your prescriptions, your pain? I mean, what else? What more can we say?
But let me ask you this. Why is the hashtag celebrate going across the bottom?
Oh my goodness, you guys, drop it in the chat. We are having a giveaway tonight. I'm going to give away a t-shirt, a Carnivorous Grandma t-shirt. We have been together. We're going into our 3rd year. Today is our anniversary. It's our anniversary.
Ooh, it's our anniversary. Oh, yes. Wait a minute. Let's get some celebratory. Yay! It's our anniversary.
This is our anniversary.
Yay!
This is our anniversary show. And for our anniversary, we want to see you healed.
That's it. That's
So,
it.
go ahead and drop hashtag celebrate in the chat real quick. We're going to see if you guys have any questions. And then we're going to do a drawing. I see a few people commenting about loving the Flip app. That's great. I love it too. It definitely is beneficial. And then I only see two hashtag celebrates in the thing. So keep going with your hashtag celebrate. Hey, Darlene. So glad that you're here. Ophthalmologist wants to treat me for glaucoma. So we're not medical doctors, Darlene, but what I can say is my eyes are getting better on Carnivore, and also glaucoma is an inflammatory. It's an inflammatory state. So I've been learning just a little bit about that. So I think we should try to see if you can heal your body. That's what I would love to see is for
That's
healing.
it. That's it. All right. So hopefully everybody has hashtag. Got to do it just like that. Hashtag. Put that number sign in front of it.
Make sure you put this hashtag
you
sign
have
in
to.
front.
So Deborah, do it again and put that in there. And let me see. My son.
Woohoo! I can't believe it's been 3 years. Can you believe it's been 3 years?
That we have come on to continuously to help people change. And then, so that means we're not taking an added medication for the weight loss. We're not doing that. We're not the creams and stuff. I found myself doing a natural deodorant now, a natural toothpaste now. I put beef tallow on my skin. Now I still do wear some perfumes. Now I'm just gonna tell you now. I like that little extra smell and pork grease just don't do it for me. But I do put it across my lips and my face. So, and essential oils and stuff like that. I mean, you can get over into and just find what works for you. But if nothing else, soap and water works as well too.
Okay. I see 8 celebrates in here, but let's see here. We have Mendel Harvey here. Hey, Mendel. My son is 14. While he does get the bun whenever I get him a burger, I only buy him the bacon double cheeseburger, and his brain works way better than on chicken nuggets.
Yes.
Because what is a chicken nugget anyway? I've never seen any nuggets on the chicken.
Oh, they make me so mad when I go. Oh, you guys, I go to Buffalo Wild Wings because they actually fry in tallow, beef tallow. So that is a wing, and they don't flour their stuff. And you want boneless. Where's the boneless wing? And then when you turn around and bring it, and I look at it, and it didn't look like my chicken wing that you just snatched the bone out of. So there's no such thing. Right. Quit trying to tell that. And y'all done already tried to convince me that 2 pieces of a wing, which when you put together a flat and a drum, that's 1 wing. Y'all done broke it off into pieces and trying to sell it to me.
1 wing.
6. No, it's 3 wings. That's what it is. 2 pieces go to 1 wing. But I digress.
All right. I think we got them all. I'm going to go ahead and do the drawing.
Get it. Ooh,
I hope you win. I hope you win.
I hope you all win.
Rhonda
H. Hey.
Congratulations, Rhonda. So I want you to email me. Let me see if I can get this banner going. So you can send me an email and I can get you what in the world? Where is my thing?
I'm going to answer this because I think this is pretty cool. Deborah wanted to know, out of all of the wonderful outcomes in your carnivore journey, what was the most surprising positive outcome? Because I was vegan for 4.5 years and I still needed back surgery and I still needed, I had carpal tunnel syndrome. Don't we have a whole list of things for you
We
and
do
me?
have it somewhere in there.
I know. Hopefully,
I don't know if it's in here today.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I have a whole list of ailments. And for every last ailment to be gone, like I said, from carpal tunnel, baby, the skin tags that was on my neck. I said, oh my God, you get old and you get all these little moles all over your neck. No, there isn't. They left on their own. What? Oh my God. They left on their own. What else? Like I said, fibromyalgia, spinal stenosis, these bulging discs in my back that I was actually going, and somewhere they convinced me. They would give me this little pill because my anxiety would go up. They convinced me to stick a needle in my back to inject some fluid to stop the pain. And I was saying, matter of fact, could you stick me on my hip for the bursitis because I couldn't lay on either one of my sides? Could you do that? I no longer could lay on my stomach because that means that you have the bulging disc sticking out, and then when you lay like that, it would pinch it even more. And somewhere I'm convinced that the route to take is for you to inject me with stuff on top of giving me Percocets. I used to get 120 Percocets a month, not low dose. And I'm doing this religiously, going to these appointments. I do none of that now. None. Zero. Zilch. I don't know. Nada. I don't know anyway. No. None.
None.
And you're going to try and convince me that going to a doctor is the route? Not today, not tomorrow, and not another day of my life will you convince me that that's what I was supposed to be doing. Because I've been there, done that. It used to be I would go pay my copay, see the doctor, and they will wipe the rest off on their taxes. No, now I'm paying a monthly fee for insurance. I'm paying a copay. And then after the insurance didn't pay it all, you bill me the balance.
Yep. That's right. Yep.
Where's this making sense? Make it make sense. And hold up. All I had to do was go back to the meat department and in the morning just eat bacon and eggs and sausage and ham, if that's what you choose to eat. That's what or you can have steak and eggs today, if that's what you choose to have. Or for lunch, you mean to tell me I can have a smash burger? Well, what if I want some scrimps on the side? Y'all, I know how to say shrimp. That was a joke. What if you want some grilled shrimp on the side? Or you want a bacon cheeseburger with some shrimp on the side? You need a side? Put that on there. Yeah. And then for dinner, what do you want? I can tell you what I'm not having. Beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes, you name it. Not doing it. Can't get me to do it. Can't get me to do it. Cannot get me to do it. Y'all, you're missing out. This is what you were designed to eat. Go to a baby. Look, here go the airplane, baby. And they do like that. They ain't want it.
No.
Because they're smart. Give them a chicken bone. Oh, it's good. They'll fight you for it. They trying to tell you what we were designed to eat. But we continue to force this because they have told us that's what we're supposed to do. Have a whole regiment, and you can put all the poison in there, and now they can start this from a baby. No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
All right. Well, I can't say thank you for joining us. But listen, Robyn is a coach. She has a phenomenal program. We have a free Facebook group. Hey, sister girl. I think this might be the link for that one. There it is. That's how you can get to that Facebook group. All right. You can go to the Carnivorous Grandma. You can even go to robynherron.com if that's what you want to do. She has every avenue to reach out to her. She has a training, one-on-one with you. And then the ultimate, whether you're part of the training or not, is our Marco Polo group. It does cost like 66 cents a day. You have 24-hour access to us. You have accountability that you have to do. We have a movement challenge. We do our food. You tell us your intentions and you let us know, show us that you are doing it. And then if the next day you didn't get it done, you report that you didn't get it done and you give your plan. We are your accountability partners. We come in, we show you what we're eating, we show you what we're doing. We are, and I'm going to say this, we the best damn community on social media. You hear what I say? We are the best. I'm not dogging nobody else. Second is okay, because we the best.
That's right.
That's what it is. And so in between time, you work your thing and I'll work mine. We will see. You got anything you adding, Robyn?
Nope, I think we covered it all. Thank you, everybody. Get out the prescriptions. We love you.
Dun,